Welcome to the Commvault channel. In our previous videos, under Domains and Organizations, we discussed Active Directory, Apple Directory Service, Domino Directory Service, and Organization. In this video, we will continue discussing the other domain controllers. Please like, share, comment or suggest. Subscribe for more videos. And you can follow us on Instagram. The next domain to discuss is Radius. You can add a Radius server, so that users can log on to the Commvault environment with their Radius credentials. You can apply security associations to the Radius users, to control the access they have in the Commvault environment. Before you add Radius server, you need to add enable Radius server registry key, in other words additional setting on the Commvault computer. Also, ensure you have the following information. Add new domain controller window. Use this window to add or edit a Radius server. General tab. NetBIOS name is the NetBIOS name of the domain. Ideally in our scenario it is not needed. Radius server host name. You can enter either the host name or IP address of the Radius server. This is the name which users must append to their username when they log on. Radius server port is the port used by the Radius server. Server secret is the secret for the Radius server. The secret is in the Radius installation location, in the client's conf file. Use the description field to enter a description about the entity. Additional settings tab. Use this window to set additional settings, in other words registry keys. Once done, click OK. The Radius server is configured successfully. Under the Radius server, we see only users. Users who are authenticated by the Radius server must be created in the Commvault software before they can be authenticated. When you add a Radius user account, you can assign the account to the available user groups, or leave the account unassigned. To create new user, right-click on Users, select New User. New User Properties window. We have already discussed all these options, and all these tabs in our other videos, so skipping them. Once the Radius user is created, they must use the prescribed format, to be able to log into Commvault environment. Let's review the shortcut menu options. Properties. Edit Domain Controller Details window. You can edit the Radius server configuration from here. Let's delete the domain. Right-click on the domain, and select Delete. A confirmation dialog window appears. The message says, deleting a domain permanently removes the clients and all of its data that is associated with the domain. Once ready, click Yes to confirm. When you delete a domain or organization, you can transfer ownership to a different domain or user group. If you do not transfer ownership, any operations that use the domain controller entity will stop working. Transfer ownership from window. Domain lists the other domains available, to which the ownership can be transferred. As the message states, ownership transfer to a user group is preferable. Once done, click OK. The domain is deleted successfully. The next domain to discuss is JumpCloud Directory Service. You can add a JumpCloud domain, so that users can log on to the Commvault environment with their JumpCloud credentials. Before you add JumpCloud domain, you need to add enable JumpCloud registry key, in other words additional setting on the Commvault computer. Also, ensure you have done the following in your JumpCloud account. Add new domain controller window. Use this window to add or edit to JumpCloud domain controller. General tab. Organization name is the domain name, and this name is what users must append to their username when they log on. Organization ID is the organization ID that is obtained from your JumpCloud account. User account. Click Edit to enter the user account information for the domain. The user account must have at least read access to the domain. Disable the use of this controller. If selected, this domain controller is disabled from use. Network proxy settings. Access the domain controller through. Select this option to use a client computer as a proxy to connect to a remote JumpCloud server. Client name lists the client computers that you can use to access the server. You can add more than one proxy to connect to a remote JumpCloud server. Use these buttons to add or remove proxies. Use the description field to enter a description about the entity. Additional Settings tab. Use this window to set additional settings, in other words registry keys. Once done, click OK. If all the information provided is correct, then you should see the JumpCloud directory configured successfully. We do not have a JumpCloud setup, and the supplied information is incorrect, so we received error, the credentials you have entered could not be verified. If all go well, then you would see users and external groups under the domain, from where you can apply security associations to the JumpCloud users, to control the access they have in the CommCell environment, and you can set quotas to limit the amount of data backed up by the JumpCloud users. When you add an external user account, you can assign the account to the available user groups, or leave the account unassigned. A JumpCloud user can log on with either a user ID and password, or an email address and password. The add, delete and modify of the users and external user groups is same like for the other domains we discussed before, in our other videos. We will end this video here. In our next video, we will continue discussing other domain controllers. Please hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel if not already done so. Thank you. Do subscribe for more videos.